Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. We have a great show today. We have a great session, and the session is all about timing. Which is better? Is it timing your message is better, more important than writing it? So, which one do you think it is? I know you're going to say timing, but if you, I think once you understand the underlining idea of what I'm about to share with you, I think you will really enjoy this session. Okay. So, with that being said, I don't want to expand and talk too much. I'm going to go straight to the point. Please, if you have any questions, please make sure to put them in the comments. If you want to reach out and have a conversation in private, you are more than welcome. And with that being said, let's get started. So, if I ask you this simple question, have you ever read a post and thought to yourself, this person really gets me? This person is speaking to me. Do you know what made you feel that way? So, give me if you are listening to this on a live or replay, doesn't matter. Just give me your feedback. Okay? The answer isn't great writing, it's perfect timing. And for us to create perfect timing in our content, this considering that you are using content, you're planning to use content as one of the major client acquisition in your tools, then what I'm about to share with you will play a big role in becoming known in your market and helping you uh, developing and delivering the right content. There is a gentleman by the name of Eugene Schwartz, and he's the one who came up and coined the awareness spectrum. And the awareness spectrum basically is based on, by the way, I'm going to give you the theoretical. I'm going to give you the theoretical approach about what is it that we are trying to do. And then I'm going to give you the real time, the real approach on the ground on how this matches actually the theoretical approach. All right. So the five messages that are known by Eugene Schwartz are as follow. The first stage is the unaware stage, and this is doesn't know. This is where the prospect or the customer or the dream customer doesn't know the problem yet. Doesn't know he has a problem. If you are selling life insurance or if you are selling financial advising, the customer doesn't know that there is such a thing as financial, that somebody can help you actually manage your finances. Just hypothetically, just humor me. The stage number two is problem aware, and here people or the prospect knows something is off, hasn't named it yet. So he knows that there is a problem, but he didn't actually verbalize it. And I will give you examples, live examples of what I'm about to share with you here. The third stage is the solution aware. And this is where the customer or the prospect knows in the audience, your audience, large audience, knows the solution exists, still evaluating options out there. The fourth stage is a product aware, and this is known, and this is the prospect knows your solution or product, but needs a reason to act. Generally speaking, this is the most tricky stage a person can experience, or anybody who sells anything can experience. The reason why is because these segments of people, while they know your product, but they don't have no reason to commit to buying it from you. And for that to happen, they need to be most aware, which is the last stage, the fifth stage. And this is where they are fully aware. And they are fully aware because of two things. They know the product or service exists, and they know you as the person who can deliver on that product and help them solve their pain by using that specific product. And the reason why, because they feel comfortable being around you and buying from you because the know, like, and trust is established. These are the 5 stages that every single sales goes through. Okay? Now, if we take as an example Marcus, which happened to be my dream customer that I developed, and I said Marcus is in his 30s, he's 32 years old. He has 2 kids, he lives in Boston, he walks, he drives every day to work, and he's been since the last he graduated probably in his 20s, and he's been working for the last 10 years, and he's been moving from one job to another. This is the first job that he ever got that really where he is happy. However, he knows this is not final. He knows that you can't trust corporate. He knows there are other stakes that can happen that makes this job disappear in a short notice. So now we have Marcus that is responding exactly to the exact walk journey that we just described. And Marcus happened to be living in both phases, the second and the third phase, because he knows the problem exists and he's aware of the product. But he needs stage 4 and 5 because he needs to be fully understand. Needs to fully understand what the products entails and needs to develop the know, like, and trust with you so that you can move him into a stage where you can close him effortlessly. Because at the end of the day, if we do our job right and if we build enough connection with our dream customer, then we are doing all the heavy lifting ahead of time. And by the time we sit down with our customer trying to sell them a life insurance or some financial plan, they already feel comfortable. They are ready. The problem will be probably somewhere in the details around how many years or what kind of payments and stuff like that. But the heavy lifting is already done on your behalf. Okay, so this is very, very important. And I want you to really take time to really grab what I just explained, because this makes all the difference in the world. And if you are delivering content that serves Marcus at stage 5 while he is still at stage 2, then you are doing your customer or your prospects a disservice, because he's not gonna buy. He's not gonna buy. So he needs content that helps him answer all the questions and get him moved into the next stage, which is the stage of products aware and fully aware. Okay? All right. So I hope this makes sense. Now, what I want to do with you is I want to show you how Agent Ignite can help you actually develop every single piece of content and every single stage. This is amazing. This is really amazing. And if you are a life insurance or financial advisor and you are using content to build your audience and build the know, like, and trust and move people through these 5 stages, I believe it's a no-brainer. Really a no-brainer. So what I did is I went and I developed 5 prompts for every single stage. What we're gonna do, we're gonna take prompt 1 that correspond to the first stage, which is unaware, and we're gonna ask Agent Ignite to tell us, to create for us a post that speaks to people who are completely unaware. Then we're gonna see what it will give us. I'm doing it completely live, okay? Completely live. Then once we finish, I'll show you the text. Then we move into stage 2, then stage 3, stage 4, and then stage 5. This is the intent of this demo, is to help you see live how this can help you. Okay? So let's do it. Let me share with you All right, all right, all right, all right. So this probably will be a long session. So if you guys happen that you have something that you can't follow this, because I will be putting the prompt. I will be waiting for it to it comes in less than a minute, but I will be reading it. I will be discussing it. I will be trying to, find areas that are interesting. So if you guys are busy and you have to do something, please make sure to save this video and come back to it later once you have the time to finish all this. The demo is very important, and this is how you can actually see for yourself if this works, if this can work for you or not. Okay. All right, so what do we have in stage one? Stage one, we are going to deliver a value lifestyle post, and we ask Agent Ignite the one benefit most corporate employees never think twice about. This will be the topic, the title of the topic. Okay, so Marcus feels fine, no problem on his radar yet. So remember, when I speak about Marcus, this is our supposedly avatar. So this is, I'm going to copy the prompt that I already worked on. And by the way, you can do the same thing. Not only that, you can develop your own, you can do this on the side, but what we do once we start using Agent Ignite, the first thing we do is that we go and we research the list of pain points that our dream customer has. Once we develop a list of that dream customer, then we can sit down and we can give one topic to give 5 topics for 5 days of the week and tell, or you can go by a theme. I go in this in details because there are a lot of ways to do it. The best way is to choose a theme and to go use it. But if you are just using topics on a daily basis, you can give it to Claude and he can craft for you the prompt. Then you take that prompt and plug it into Agent Ignite, and voila. Okay. All right, so this is my prompt. This is stage one, and let me show you. Here is what I said. Mode, value, lifestyle awareness level, stage one. So check this out. Marcus, completely unaware, he has a problem. He has employer coverage, feels secure, has never questioned it. He is not worried. He is not shopping. He is scrolling LinkedIn on his commute, thinking about his weekend. Goal, write a post that plants. This is the goal that we're asking our Agent Ignite to write for us. The goal, write, so he can understand, write a post that plants quiet seeds of curiosity without triggering any alarm. No mention of risk, no pitch, no solution. Just one small thought that makes Marcus pause mid-scroll. Think, I never actually looked into that. Voice calm, conversational. Feels like friendly observation, not a warning. Right for Marcus. Right for Marcus, a 34-year-old corporate job, Boston, 2 kids, employer, life insurance coverage through work, feels stable, hasn't run the numbers on what that coverage actually means for his family. And then we're going to ask Agent Ignite to deliver, and we're going to click send. And there we go, and we're going to have to wait. By the way, while we're waiting, if we see that this thing's taking time, too much time, we're going to break it down into 2 sessions. We're going to do today 2 or 3 prompts, and tomorrow we'll do 2 or another 2. This way, it makes it more easy to digest and watch, okay? Because I don't want to keep you for an hour or 2. It's just going to be hard. So maybe we'll do 2 today, 2 tomorrow, and maybe 1 on Saturday. Sounds good? All right. So let's find out. 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 11 seconds. Let's see what this gives us. And okay, there we go. Voice guide and ICP context in memory, writing directly. This is the stage one seed post, call to action free, no alarm, no solution. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so check this out. Most people know they have life insurance through work. Not many have ever actually looked at what the numbers mean. Not the plan name, not the checkbox on the benefit form, the actual name number, what it pays out, what that covers of family like theirs, in a city like theirs, with a mortgage like theirs. It is one of those things that just feels handled until you spend 5 minutes with a calculator, realize you assumed a lot more than you knew. I am not saying there's a problem. I'm just saying most people have never actually done the math. When was the last time you looked at yours? So this is very, very soft. There is no call to action. There is no pitch. It's very just we trying to get Marcus to say, what? Say that again? And at that point, if he only raise his eyebrows and check that out couple times, then we have the job done. That's it. So notes, no risk language, no warning, no solution anywhere in the post. I'm not saying there's a problem. The one line that keeps Marcus's guard completely down while the seed is already planted. City like theirs, mortgage like theirs, mirrors Marcus's exact situation without naming him. Call to action is reflective question, not an action. He asked himself the question, not you. Stage one, reaction. I actually don't know what mine pays out. He doesn't feel sold to. He feels like he just had a thought. Non-negotiable tests, benefits form, calculator, employer coverage, language. This lives entirely in the life insurance world. Okay, so does this make sense? Okay, I hope it does. All right, so we're gonna do part two, and we're going to go and look for prompt two, which is Marcus senses something is off but hasn't named it yet. So we're gonna pick up the whole prompt and we are going to give it to Asian Ignite and we are going to wait. It's important that we read the prompt so that you understand what context are we putting out there. So prompt two, stage two, problem aware. Marcus senses something is off but hasn't named it yet. Look what we did. We just used this so that Asian Ignite knows that we want to post, and then we say topic. The quiet question most corporate employee push to the back of their mind. Mode, belief shifting awareness level. Stage two. Marcus knows something feels slightly off. He has thoughts about his coverage once or twice during a stressful week. He has known he doesn't know exactly what the gap is. He just know the thought comes up. He quickly pushes it away because life is busy. Goal. This is the goal that we want. This is the goal that we want Asian Ignite to deliver on. So it's important that it understand that. We put couple stars. Goal, name the feeling Marcus has been carrying but never said out loud. Make him feel seen, not scared. No solution yet, no product mention. Just the moment where Marcus reads this, thinks, this person living inside my head. Voice, empathetic, specific, sound like someone who has been in his shoes. Right for Marcus, 34-year-old corporate job, Boston, two kids, employer coverage, has had a few moments of if I lose this job, but never acted on them, scrolling LinkedIn during his 30 minutes commute. Okay, let's send. It takes only a few seconds. Earlier it took like 11 seconds. Now it's 6, 7. Go in. Now, before I read for you the following, I have to make it explicit over and over again. There we go. Less than 11 seconds. I have to make it explicit over and over and over ago. The reason why Asian Ignite is able to do this is because it was fed with a lot of information, and it was fed with frameworks, and it was fed with list of dream customer avatar questionnaires. It was fed with a lot of psychology. It was fed with a bunch of things that I'll be more than happy to share with you if you want to know the details. But the idea is it's not happening by chance. That's very important to highlight and to understand. This is not happening by chance. This is happening because Asian Ignite has already the framework established. Okay, so I want to thank you for taking time to hear me out, because this is very important. Now, on stage two, belief shifting, call to action, free writing, directing. There is a thought that shows up for a lot of people during hard week at work. It does not stay long. It comes in quietly, usually when something needs feels uncertain at the office. Then life picks back up if it disappears before you ever fully looks at it. It sounds something like, what would actually happen to my family if I lost this job? Not the salary, not the savings account, the coverage, the life insurance sitting in the benefit portal somewhere, the one that exists before of where you work. I'm sorry, the one that exists because of where you work, not because of anything you built yourself. Most people push that thought away quickly, not because it's wrong, because looking at it directly requires more than a Tuesday morning commute. You see, that feeling is not anxiety. That is clarity trying to get your attention. Most of us get very good at not hearing it. Have you had that thought, and what did you end up doing with it? And here it gives us the notes. So I believe this is very convincing. This is very convincing. Maybe the intro needs some work around. You can make it more interesting. But from here, it's all the way down. Very, very convincing, because it's soft. It doesn't push anything, any agenda. It doesn't work on any specific point. It just lets Marcus to scratch his head and say that again. What did you just say? If I lose job, and what happened to my family? This makes him just stop scrolling and break the patterns and get him in the mood to say, I need to read this again. Okay, so there is a thought that shows up for a lot of people during hard week at work. It does not stay long. It comes in quietly, usually when something feels uncertain at the office. And then life picks up back up. It disappears before you ever fully looks at it. It sounds something like, what would actually happen for my family if I lost a job? So this is starts this good stuff. I mean, the intro, there is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with it. Can it be better? Yes, we can work around it, but I believe this is perfect. So I'm not gonna keep you here for 2 hours. I'm I don't want to keep you for 2 hours. I want to make this brief and punchy. I want to make it so powerful that you say, this is amazing. By the way, this is, if you have to ask me who this is for people who actually are currently making some income. And the reason I'm saying this, it's not because it's not going to work for people who haven't done anything yet. It's because the mental space of those who happen to generate leads and generate sales and create and have so many sales conversations and calls, and already in the mix of things, they will have this as a support. It will empower them. If you haven't if you haven't got any sales yet and you're just starting out, this is will help you immensely, because it will. I have a different path for you, because we are going to have to build an audience, and we're going to have to the selected niche, and we're going to have to occupy that space for sometimes before we can start getting there is a path for people who want to go that way. But I'm saying for people who already are getting results, this is an amazing added value. Okay, so 25 minutes we've been having this conversation. Tomorrow we're going to be doing stage prompt 3 and 4, and then on Saturday we'll do prompt 5, or Monday, depend if I'm going to be working on Saturday. I don't know, we'll see. So hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please make sure to leave them below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.